Like they have every year, tens of thousands of Christians came to Jerusalem for the traditional Palm Sunday processions. Pilgrims from all over the world retraced what they believe was Jesus' route from Bethany to Jerusalem. Among them, Palestinian Christians from the West Bank. Their journey wasn't far, only a few kilometers in some cases, but difficult.
We have some Palestinians participating because they got permissions, and a lot of our Palestinian parishioners could not come.
Palestinian Christians who want to visit holy sites in Jerusalem for Easter need to get a special permit from the Israeli government, a practice most say is unfair, like Khawla Sirhed from Nablus in the West Bank.
It's a holy city, but not for us. I'm sorry to say that.
Access to Jerusalem is always heavily restricted for Palestinians from the West Bank due to security concerns, Israel's government says. The office in charge of issuing the permits tells CNN that more than 19,000 were handed out for Easter and less than 1% were denied for security reasons.
But there are certain problems with the access to holy sites that go beyond the issuing of permits. This is the path that Jesus is believed to have taken when he traveled from Bethany into the old town of Jerusalem. For more than 1,000 years, Christians have tried to retrace those steps, but now that's no longer possible because of the wall that separates Jerusalem from the West Bank.
The question of access even came up in talks during the U.S. president's visit to the region.
In our discussion with President Abbas, I heard him speak eloquently about the difficult issues that cannot be ignored. Among them, problems caused by continued settlement activity, the plight of Palestinian prisoners, and access to holy sites in Jerusalem.
Back at her home in the West Bank, Khawla Sirhed and her husband practice English with their two daughters under a painting of the Virgin Mary. Khawla says she believes Palestinian Christians should always be allowed to visit the holy sites in Jerusalem, not just for big holidays like Easter.
I'm a Christian. I want to visit Jerusalem every month, every week, in any occasions to make a tour. But we can't anytime. We can't go anytime to Jerusalem.
But in a place where religion, politics, and security concerns often collide, very few believe restrictions will be eased anytime soon. Fred Pleiken, CNN, Jerusalem.